We're going to be working on this truck. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today on Taking It Outdoors. As you see behind me, this truck, we're going to be working on this truck. Now, this is a 1991 F250. It is four-wheel drive, and I got a really good deal on it. They had started doing the body work on it. They started doing, I mean, you can see a little bit of Bondo there in the back. We'll have to sand it down, finish it all off. The underside looks great. When we got it, the engine would crank, but it would not start. And after looking at it in more detail, well, we needed a fuel pump. Let me show you the insides. So she's got a cruise control. She's got the dual fuel tanks, front and rear. A lot of stuff left in here that we got. And she's got one little hole here in the seat. We'll have to figure that out. And everything else was working pretty good. Power door locks, power windows. Need to get the armrest done on both sides. So what we did, with limited tools where we were at, no power tools or anything, we tried to drop the front tank. Couldn't drop it. So we went to try to raise the bed. Couldn't raise the bed. So we dropped the rear tank. We were able to get that one. We put a fuel pump in it and we drove it. We drove it back to the house. But in the process of driving it back to the house, we had an incident. The alternator was not tightened down where it was at, and so as we're driving, it loosened up, it jumped, and the serpentine belt jumped off, and the thing overheated and threw a rod. So we've pulled the engine out and put this new engine in. As you can see on this new engine, all the coolant leaked out, and that's because of a broken bolt that's supposedly on this rebuilt engine right there in the water pump. So we'll put some new water pump timing cover on, and we'll get to it. When removing the water pump and the timing cover, I want to make sure that we scrape off all of the existing gasket material in that so you get a good clean surface. All right, now once that we got that removed with that broken bolt that was right there, now we need to go around and make sure the surface is clean and no parts of an old gasket, as you can see right there and over there, are remaining. So we'll just take a straight razor. We'll get in here and scrape that down. We can okay, I'll come back with you when we got that all scraped off. All right, we've taken and putting the gasket on there. Because this is an older engine, older vehicle, we want to make sure there's a good gasket sealer all the way around. I know that on newer vehicles, you just put it in a couple places to hold it in place, but we're going to put it all the way around. Do the same thing on the timing cover, and we're going to take and install that now. All right, you got those two bolts right there. These two up top. The only way you're going to get that is a ratcheting wrench. You got two over here that hold your timing indicator. And then you have two that go here under the oil pan, and a little one back here. That's a 10 millimeter, both sides. And that pulls that in really tight, secure. Your gasket's good and tight all the way around. And so now we're ready to put on the water pump. Start hooking everything up there too. All right, put the harmonic balancer on and put the bolt in there. We'll slide that in, and we'll be able to install the water pump and then put our AC compressor back, and we're on to bigger and better things.